Next question. The question says the magnetic induction and intensity of magnetizing field intensity of magnetizing field inside an iron pole of an electromagnet inside an iron pole of an electromagnet or 1 Weber per meter square and 150 ampere per meter respectively. What is relative permeability of iron? This is the question. So as per the question, the data given to us is magnetic induction and intensity of magnetizing field. Magnetic induction means B value they gave 1 Weber per meter square, and intensity of magnetizing field means H value they gave. H value is 150 ampere per meter. Now, relative permeability they are asking. Relative permeability they are asking. We know that B is equal to mu H inside the material. In air, if you want, B is equal to mu naught H. B naught is equal to. So like that we have different formula. So inside the material, if you are asking, mu is equal to B by H. So 1 by 150 is mu value. B value is 1 by 150. Sorry, mu value is 1 by 150. Also you know that relative permeability means permeability of medium by permeability of free space. So 1 by 150 into 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 Henry per meter. So on simplification of this, you will get 10 power 5 by 6 pi. 10 power 5 by 6 pi. Because 4 150s are 600, 2 zeros will go. So it is 10 power minus 5. Once it go to the numerator, it is like this. So this is the solution for the question. Very, very simple. Let us move to discuss one more question. Here the question is, each atom of iron bar each atom of iron bar having dimensions 5 centimeters into 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter has magnetic moment has magnetic moment 1.8 into 10 power minus 23 ampere meter square. What will be the magnetic moment of bar in the state of magnetic saturation? In the state of magnetic saturation. So you are given density of iron. Density of iron as 7.78 into 10 cube kg per meter cube. Atomic weight of iron. Atomic weight of iron is 56. Already you know that Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 power 23 per gram mole. So this is the data given to us. That is the question asked to us. We are asked to find what will be the magnetic moment of bar in the state of magnetic saturation. So question is little bit tricky, but if you read it easily, then you will get it very simply. So as per the question, you are provided with the dimensions of the conductor, you are provided with the magnetic moment of the bar. Okay, so now let me calculate. First let me calculate the number of atoms per unit volume in the specimen. Number of atoms per unit volume of the specimen. Okay, so we can write a formula n is equal to rho n by a. Atomic weight A is equal to 56. N is the Avogadro number, rho is the density. So how can we get this formula? This formula is very simple. Density means mass by volume. Avogadro number means number of atoms available per 1 gram molecule, 1 gram mole. In chemistry also you might have studied about this formula. So by knowing this formula, by substituting the values, atomic mass number or atomic weight, you will get number of atoms available per unit volume value as 8.38 into 10 power 28 per meter cube. That means in unit volume, this many atoms are available. So if you want total number of atoms, then you should multiply small n into volume. Small n is 8.38 into 10 power 28. Volume they only give 5 into 1 into 1. So that is 5 into 10 power minus 6 meter cube. So you will get 4.19 into 10 power 23 is the total number of atoms. Each atom consists of magnetic moment 1.8 into 10 power minus 23. So total magnetic moment is equal to net magnetic moment is equal to total number of atoms into magnetic moment of each atom. 4.19 into 10 power 23 into 1.8 into 10 power minus 23. So on multiplying this, you will get 7.54 ampere meter square. This is the net magnetic moment of the entire bar. Here, each atom is having magnetic moment this much. I need to get the total magnetic moment, means we should take the magnetic moment of all the atoms into consideration. By considering the magnetic moment of all the atoms, we got this formula. So here only one point is how to calculate number of atoms available per unit volume. So density into Avogadro number will give density into Avogadro number by atomic mass number will give number of atoms per unit volume. So by calculating number of atoms per unit volume, we multiplied with total volume of the conductor. We got total number of atoms. Each atom is having this much magnetic moment. So the total magnetic moment of the specimen is given by this formula. So in this way, we can combine our chemistry formula and physics formula for solving some questions. You just find out the derivation for this formula in your chemistry textbook. Thank you. Let us see one question. This is a paragraph type question. Here there are two columns. Column 1, column 2. We need to match the columns. In the first column, they gave diamagnetic, paramagnetic, ferromagnetic. These are given as 1, 2, 3. Here P, Q, R. They gave mu very much greater than mu naught, mu r very much greater than 1, and chi very much greater than 1. Q minus 1 less than or equal to chi less than 0, comma 0 less than or equal to mu r less than 1, and mu less than mu naught. 0 less than chi less than epsilon comma 1 less than mu r less than 1 plus epsilon, and mu greater than 0. So they gave codes for A 1, 2, 3, like that they give. For A, the options are P, Q, R. For B, the options are Q, R and P. For C, the options are Q, P, small r. Option D, R, Q, P. So we need to match the table. Please try to do it quickly. If you revise the properties of dia, para, ferromagnetic substances, based on those properties, you can get the exact answer for this question. As we know, dia, para, ferro, if you take the three substances like this, against susceptibility and relative permeability and permeability of the medium, if you consider like this, for paramagnetic substances, diamagnetic substances and ferromagnetic substances, these values, how they are? If you see, susceptibility, relative permeability and permeability. In case of diamagnetic substance, what is susceptibility? Susceptibility will be between -1 to 0. Whereas, in case of paramagnetic substance, susceptibility is small and positive. So, small and positive means 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 is epsilon naught value. That's therefore I am taking like that. Susceptibility is positive and larger value. If you take the relative permeability, which is in between 0 and 1. In case of paramagnetic substances, relative permeability is between 1 and 1 plus epsilon, and relative permeability is very much greater than 1. If you take the permeability of the medium, which is less than mu naught, in case of, because they will not allow the magnetic lines of force to pass through them. In case of paramagnetic substance, susceptibility of the medium is greater than, permeability of the medium is greater than permeability of free space. Permeability of medium is very much greater than permeability of free space. So this is the table known to us based on the discussion what we made earlier. So based on this discussion, if you compare the options here, the most suitable option is diamagnetic substances are having these properties and paramagnetic substances are having these properties and ferromagnetic substances are having these properties. Option B is the right option. Once you read all the dia, para, ferromagnetic substances and their properties, then this table is quite simple and it is easily understandable for everybody. So similarly, let us solve one more question of similar kind. One more question of similar kind. Again, you are provided with 2 columns. column 1, column 2, the values are given like this. In column 1, couple between two small magnets in end-on position. Couple between two small magnets in end-on position. Second option, it is given like this: couple between two small magnets in broadside on position. Couple between two small magnets in broadside on position. Third option, force on magnet when it is end on position with respect to deflecting magnet. Force on magnet when it is in end on position when it is on end on position with respect to deflecting magnet. Fourth option, force on a magnet when it is broadside on position with respect to deflecting magnet. This is a left side column terms. Right side column P, they gave mu naught by 4 pi 3 m dash by x power 4 q mu naught by 4 pi 6 m dash by x power 4 R mu naught by 4 pi m dash by x cube. Yes, mu naught by 4 pi 2 m dash by x cube. Try to solve this question. Let us see the solution for this question. First option they gave is couple between two magnets in end on position. That means let me discuss case 1. Case 1, two magnets are like this: north south. We need to calculate the couple between the two small magnets. In its magnetic field, other magnet of magnetic moment is, so it is the magnetic moment of first one, this is the magnetic moment of second one. its magnetic field at this location, suppose this distance is r, B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2m by r cube is the strength of the magnetic field over there. Couple or torque is given by m bar cross b bar. So here magnetic moment is m dash, b bar is nothing but mu naught by 4 pi 2m by r cube. Sine of the angle between them, sine angle between these two is 0 or 180. How to decide? We need the angle between B bar will be like this because lines of force, sorry, M dash is like this, B bar is like this, then what is the couple acting on them? If you think it is sine 90, you will get here sine 90 is 1. So mu naught by 4 pi 2 mm dash by r cube. Then you may have some confusion with the directions, but the lines of force are going like this. So at this particular point you may have magnetic induction depending on the distance value. If the magnet is located here, this is the strength of B bar. In that case, B bar is upwards, M bar is like this. But at this point, B bar and M bar are parallel to each other. So at this point, if this magnet is present, this is the maximum torque you can expect. The minimum torque is 0. Minimum torque is 0. They did not give 0 option, so we have to go for maximum torque case. In maximum torque case, mu naught by 4 pi into 2 mm dash by x cube is the answer. Mu naught by 4 pi into 2 mm dash by x cube. For first option, this is the answer. Next, let me go to couple between two magnets, broadside on position. Broadside on position means perpendicular position to one another. One magnet is like this, another magnet is like this. Suppose its magnetic moment is m, its magnetic moment is m dash. If they are located like that, what is the couple acting between them? The same procedure we should follow. Then we can prove that this magnet is available on its equatorial line. On equatorial line, magnetic moment is given by mu naught by 4 pi into m by r cube. Then if you calculate the torque or couple, you will get mu naught by 4 pi into mm dash by, this is the maximum torque, mm dash by r cube. So mm dash by r cube or x cube you can take. Distance is taken as x here. So for second question, this is the answer. For third question, force on magnet when it is end on position with respect to deflecting magnet. So let me discuss the third case here. Case 3. In case 3, we are required to find the force between them. So first magnet is like this, second magnet is like this. Its magnetic moment is m, its magnetic moment is m dash. Distance between them, you can take the r or x, anything you can take. We need to calculate the force. So force, if you want, how to calculate the force? Force between them is given by we know that the torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance. So force you want means torque by distance you can take. Torque by distance, already we calculated torque in the first case. So that is mu naught by 4 pi into 2 mm dash by x cube by x. So force is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2 mm dash by x power 4. Mu naught by 4 pi into 2 mm dash by x power 4. But this option is not there. Then how to derive this force value? We already calculated during the theory session. Once you go through that derivation by integration method, we should not do like this. In this case, you can take the angle between them into consideration. So we should not do like this. Force can be calculated by using the formula dW is equal to F dx. So force is equal to dW by dx or du by dx with the negative sign. Force is negative gradient of potential energy. First of all, you should calculate potential energy. U is equal to m bar dot b bar. By calculating potential energy, by substituting it here in this function, you will get the required answer. The required answer can be calculated. Already this derivation I discussed in the theory session. We just go through it. Then you can calculate the force value as mu naught by 4 pi into 6 mm dash by x power 4. So by the method of differentiation, we need to do it. We should not go for direct method. The direct method is not giving any proper answer in this case, because the angle also plays an important role here. That's why we have to go for differentiation method. Obviously, in case number 4, same type of calculation you can do. The same type of calculation gives us the result mu naught by 4 pi into 3 mm dash by x power 4. Exactly half of the earlier value. Exactly half of the earlier value. So the third case, it relates with Q. Fourth case relates with P. So answer is 1 matches with S, 2 matches with R, 3 matches with Q, 4 matches with P. This is the solution for this question. So this is the procedure of solving the particular question.